language exchange and native language for doing online language exchange with the language partners. When we do online language exchange, the one is a native speaker, the other is also native speaker. It means we have a native speaker, we have native languages named mother tongue. It's very important to when we doing online language exchange. Language exchange is a good way to improve language skills, especially the focus on speaking and listening to improve the pronunciation. It's very good because, and then when we leave um, our country, and then it's not easy to meet native speakers. By doing online language exchange, we can meet native speakers. Someone who want to learn my language. So, and then, for example, I learn Vietnamese. For example, I learn Vietnamese, and my language partners learn Korean. Or I would like to improve the English, and then my language partners learn Korean as well. Nowadays, I meet two language partners. One is Vietnamese who live in Japan, and the other is Americans who lives in Korea. And then, so when we do online language exchange, we can use our language to teach. The one way, and when we focused on speaking and listening, we can write down at the same time using voice typing of Google Documents. Both of language partners can do write down. It's very important to write down. And then and because we can make contents with AI after session. It doesn't take a long time, just a few seconds or almost at the same time. And after talking and then after writing, and then we can just asking, so make contents or make analyze or make conversation after full reading with the contents, what we talk about. Here, and then there are two options. When I write down in my languages, more than 95% is correct. So, and then the content is better related with that we talk about. But, and then if I write down with the Vietnamese, and then I'm a beginner of Vietnamese, still I cannot listen to Vietnamese, and I try to listen. So, and then my pronunciation is not good. So, and then just 20% is correct. It means the content that I made after conversation, the content is uh, not the same, and a little different. The AI can report anyway, but the power of native language is um, accuracy is correct. So, and then we should know about it. So, and then we help each other as a language partners by doing same things, if possible. Then, we can make the content better. And then also we have a different view of AI. When we use AI, we sometimes asking some differently. The contents will be different. So if we have the same asking, result is almost the same, but uh, the contents that we wrote down at the same time is also not the same because and the interface is quite different. And also their intention is very important. As your host, it means someone who said about topics, and then the host should be talk too much means and then making content and then about the topic and then making content organized. For example, the story is from beginner. The story has a flow, and we can use this content. So this way is very good to expand the knowledge as well. And also one thing is reading speed is a matter. The reading speed is a matter. As a beginner, if we are beginners, and then we don't have to uh, make content long, then we can make content short, and then we leave that. Just 10 minutes. But yesterday, we leave too much, I think. Okay, today I talk about the native language in doing online language exchange with the language partners who make content with the mother tongue for language partners. And then this way is very unique. And then we can share the contents together and we can improve. Two options will be good. And focusing on speaking and listening to improve the pronunciation and make expand knowledge on the language by making contents with the help of AI. Okay, so I talked morning time and then almost the 3 page. Then I can go with this with AI. In English, you make contents of native language in doing online language exchange with the language partners after proofreading with. Now I got the contents. AI give me reports and then very quickly about what I taught. Grammatically correct. And also it's make content with a small title. And then the content is very clear. Even it give me a summary. The pattern of reporting is very unique. And then doing like this is amazing. And I also use many ways using AI to make some contents. I'm a regular user with AI. Here's a clearer and more organized version of your message in natural English designed for content or blog post. Using native languages in online language exchange. A powerful way to improve speaking and listening skills. Online language exchange is a great way to improve your language skills, especially speaking and listening. The biggest advantage is that you can connect with native speaker even if you are not living in their culture. Why native language matter? In every online language exchange, one person is a native speaker of the language the other person wants to learn. This is important because a native speaker naturally provides correct pronunciation, vocabulary, and sentence patterns. We each bring our mother tongue into the conversation, which becomes a powerful learning tool. For example, I'm learning Vietnamese, and my language partners are learning Korean. I currently meet regularly with two partners, a Vietnamese speaker living in Japan, an American English speaker living in Korea. How we do it? When we meet online, we focus on speaking and listening, but we also write things down using Google Doc with the voice typing. This helps us record our conversations in real time after a session. We use AI to help revise, organize, and even create new content based on what we talked about. This process is fast. It only takes a few seconds with the help of AI. And the result is a written version of our conversation that we can reuse for study or content creation. The power of native language acquisition. When I write in Korean, my native language, over 95% of what I say is accurate. So the AI generated content stays very close to what we actually talk about. And when I try to write in Vietnamese or language I'm still learning, only about 20% might be correct. This means the AI content generated from my Vietnamese sentences may not reflect our real conversation very well. That's why having a native speaker partner is so important. They bring accuracy and authenticity to the content, sharing content and learning together. If both language partners follow this method of speaking, writing, and creating content, it becomes a powerful way to improve together. Each person can offer their unique perspective, and when we ask AI the same question, we might still get different answers based on what we've written and on how we frame our ideas. The person who leads the topic, the host, plays an important role. They guide the conversation and help create a following that turns into meaningful content. For example, we might build a short story together or document a beginner's journey, which helps organize knowledge in a clear, shareable way. Reading speed and content creation. At the beginning, it's okay not to create content alone. Instead, work together. Even short conversations can be turned into useful study material over time. Your reading speed and the comprehension will improve as you become more familiar with the language. Summary. Today, I shared my thoughts on using native languages in online language exchange by combining natural conversation, note-taking, and AI software. We can create accurate, personalized content. This method is unique, practical, and especially helpful for improving pronunciation and communication skills in any language. Okay.